Hey, you gotta back up. You gotta back up. Excuse me, pardon me. Excuse me, pardon me. Morning, everybody. There we go. Allie. No, that's duty. Don't eat that. Honey. Princess. My goodness. Can I have that? Can I have that net wrap? Nope. Too slow. Can't do it. Frosticles. There you go, buddy. Better hurry. Whoa, I just heard a rooster try and crow. Morning, everybody. Chad, Doss Farms. That was the rooster again. So there's the rooster again. So that's kind of odd. That's actually a little bit strange that Tipsy would be by herself. Like, not dangerous strange, but it is odd. She's normally never alone. She hangs around with June a lot. So we might run over there and see her. But thought we'd check on these guys first. So we did get a little bit of rain last night. Actually, it was 4 o'clock this morning. It's just straight poured, man. Hopefully it's done. It says it is until Tuesday. I guess we've got like a 60% chance of thunderstorms. But I'm hoping it's gone. Hoping. That's what we wanted. That's what we wanted. Somebody hand feed me. Oh. You are so pretty. Hey, that net wrap came off. That's good. Honey. Man, you guys hear the ground? Listen. Gosh. We are just absolutely saturated. If we get sunshine today or tomorrow, which we're supposed to, this place will be unrecognizable. I'm not buying goats, but it'll pop. It's gonna pop, Allie. Hope you're ready to eat. Hope you're ready to eat. Well, hope you guys are doing well on this Friday morning. It's Frank. That would be Taters. I did want to address something about Frosty here. A lot of you guys were concerned that he was being like beaten up. The girls are picking on him. He's shy. He doesn't get anything to eat. He looks underweight. I don't know what you're basing on that. We've never seen it. Obviously, you've never seen it if I've never seen it. He's 4 months old. 4 months. That's it. And he's actually showing some promise. He's actually pretty, other than he still misses his bottle, apparently. But he's getting bigger. He's doing okay, all right? He's good. I don't think he could eat more than a dozen cubes in a sitting. I don't think he could. He's not big enough to do that yet. He's 4 months old. He's a baby. I think some of you guys see him in here with the girls and either you don't realize or you're not sure or you don't know when they were actually born. But Allie's birthday is September 7th. Princess's birthday is May 8th. And Honey was a year on April 5th. So they're a lot older. He's just a lot younger and it's okay. He does get hay. It was probably a little difficult for him when that last bale started dwindling because, you know, the smaller the bale, the less real estate there is to stand around. But he's doing just fine. We can touch him. We can work with him. We can take care of him. We can do whatever we want. But you got to remember who his mom was, which was Sunny. And we sold Sunny because she was a very small statured cow. At 3 years old, she was 750 pounds when we sold her. That's it. That's pretty small. I don't expect Frosty to be some whopper in there, which is why he's a steer. Okay, it's one of the many reasons he's a steer, but that's the main one. So don't worry about Frosty. He's getting everything he needs. He's not getting picked on. We've never seen any of that. But his mom was also a loner. Loner. So is Frosty. They don't, you know, his mom wasn't bottle raised. Okay, it's not because Frosty was bottle raised. His mom was the last to the party every time we fed. She kind of stood on the outskirts. She didn't want to get in there and mix it up. And that was just her personality. Nothing wrong with it, but when you see those tendencies pass on and, you know, from a cow to a calf, it doesn't mean something's up. It just means they inherited their mom's genes, you know. It's like my brothers and I. We're super outgoing because of my mom. My dad barely talks. know we gotta check the creek. So let's go. I would guess it's down way more than you guys think. I'm pretty sure we could probably cross it in the side by side. We'll see. I'm gonna have to come fix this when it dries out though. Oh yeah, she's way down. Way down. So, funny story though, you know, I've been asking you guys what I should do with that hay bale that we broke up top. Last night, Adler and I took a tractor ride about 7 o'clock, and he was like, let's take that hay down to the creek and see if the creek will take it away. And of course, my neighbor doesn't care. And I said, okay. So we dumped her right there, and I said, I can push it out a little bit more. And he said, no, I want the rain to fill it up and wash it away. So that's why that's right there. It's okay. We bought that hay from my neighbor, so, but that hay isn't gonna do anything, man. That's, yeah. It'll flow away just fine. We definitely need to come get some rock though. Definitely need to come get some rock. That's washing away down there, right there at the creek bank. We need to just go down there when it goes down, maybe this summer when it's really dry, and we'll collect a lot of that rock and we'll put some in the driveway. We'll put some down there where it's kind of eroding away from us driving on it. And honestly, we just hang out at the creek a lot, kind of tearing it up when it's wet, you know what I mean? So yeah, won't be any big deal, but it'll be super easy too. Let's take the bad boy down there and we'll spin around, and then like as we drive, we'll pick up the rocks, dump them on the bank, back down, pick up, do it again and again and again, and we'll build that up, see if we can get us a little rock bar going down there. Good grief, you're acting like you're hungry. You got something hanging out of your mouth. You just ate, brother. Well, this is different. If you saw yesterday's video, we're keeping Dizzy busy while she eats. And then I actually had to squirt Izzy with the stinking garden hose to keep her out of Frank's food. But today Frank's sharing. Yeah, they're just taking turns. Nothing to it, I guess. Some of you guys ask about these things that we use for Frosty. Frank's head don't fit in there, guys. Come on. Come on. Big difference between a 2-month-old and a 2-year-old, that's for sure. Man, it looks good. So good and green. So I'm actually excited to mow this because we burn up a bunch of timber right here. I'd like to mow it and seed it, see if we can get something to grow. Look how thick that's coming in. Especially out here. Jumbo! There's so much green stuff coming up. It looks amazing. So I was just talking to my dad, Grandpa Doss Farms, and he said, mow it best you can. I may not mow it today, but if we can get a little sunshine this afternoon or even tomorrow Saturday, mow it and then spread seed like crazy. So that's what we're aiming for. We need a little bit of sunshine. It's trying. Look. Where have you been, sir? Well, I guess actually your time is it? It's about 10 a.m. You're like right there. Yep. Man, that's a sight for sore eyes, isn't it? The sun did come out yesterday afternoon, but it was kind of short-lived. Made it to early evening, and then it just got cloudy, and then of course it rained, as you can see, about 4 o'clock in the morning. The Burger Boys. MJ. I gotta watch him, man. He'll just raise up and swing his horn. You gotta watch him. Then there's Taters. Any words? Looking good. Looking like a Charlet for sure. Some thick old boys. The Charlet, that is, not MJ. You guys just ate. Everybody saw it. Yep, y'all just ate. You did. We saw it. Glory. They've got so much to eat. There's so many little spots all over this pasture now. Way back in the back. I mean, look, they're down there. If I open the gate, they'll come up here, but they're down there looking around. There's the donkeys eating something. They're all good. Finn's not even up. Where's Finn? There he is. Miss Tipsy, you were up here by yourself this morning. What's that about? What's that about? Can I see your bag? Are you getting a little bit of a bag? Blue! Blue, you're gonna hurt your neck drinking milk like that. See, look at there. That is definitely filling up, 100%. Now we've seen Tipsy calf twice, and she gets a good sized bag. Like it'll be, you know, big as a full basketball. So we got a little bit, but it's easy to tell with her. It is. Easy to tell, easy to know what to look for. I wasn't gonna bring them cubes, but I do want to get a better look at Tipsy. So let's just do it. Sugar, watch out. Nelly. There she goes. Watch Finn, man. He's our athlete. Watch out, Badon. Yeah, there's a lot in here to eat. That makes me happy. Let's just go down here. Good grief, as long as we got green stuff, we'll keep driving and feed down here. They'll find us. Woo! Come on, Cal. Come on, Nelly. Keep moving this way. Sugar. All right, so we'll check Fiona and Tipsy. Oh yeah, Tipsy is 100% bagging up. 100%. And she's not sharing. Just go get cubes. I don't have snacks. Morning, Lucy. Woo, look out. Nelly ain't playing. So if you're new here, those cubes are not for the donkeys. They're actually really rich. They can make them fat. They can make them unhealthy. So they'll get maybe a large handful, which won't really hurt them. And then by the time they eat that, because they can't even chew them like the cows will eat 5 or 6 at a time. And by the time they would eat a dangerous amount, a cow or a steer or a Maximus, a bull will make them move. So it's all good. Because see, he's going to run out and he'll move, which shifts the whole line. I need to, so that's dead. That's dead. That is a huge tree. That just fell out of it at some point. I looked before I walked under it, but yeah, a couple of these limbs are new. So that sucker's dead. That was a big old tree. Kind of watching myself because the whole line's going to shift here in a minute. Nellie's looking good. Here she comes. Who's moving? I think the tough part for you guys when we were talking about Frosty and his size earlier, when you see Sugar and how big she's gotten, she doesn't look that much smaller than Frosty. And honestly, she's not. But her mom is every bit of a 900 pounds. So you're talking almost 250 pounds, at least 200 pounds bigger than Frosty's mom. And Maximus throws nice small calves. That's what you want. But no matter how small the calf is, eventually mom's genetics come into play too. And if your mom's shorter, the calf's going to be shorter, and so on and so on. Look at that brown stripe right down the middle of his back. Look out now. All right. That's good for us. We're going to move before they finish, because otherwise they kind of rush the cart. Look at Finn trying to stretch and reach some under Tipsy without getting smacked. So this is what tells me Blue is pretty much ready. So I would say we're on target to go ahead and make that move once Frank leaves. We got Taters, in case you didn't know. We got him when he was 3 months old. That's when they wean him over there at the beef farm. So, and June really, I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. June really struggles with the heat. She always has. So that's one reason I don't want Frank all the way through the summer. That's another reason I'd like to pull Blue off of her so he doesn't draw her down. And just the herd health, man, it's part of it. It's what you do. So I'll likely pull Sugar as soon as I can if I see Nellie turning down again or being pulled down. As always, though, everything is subject to change because it's all based on, I mean, you know I upload every single day, but I'd be out here whether I was uploading every day or not. I already was. I have been for 5 years, over 5 years now. And you just got to check them, man. I mean, I'm looking at their eyes when I'm out here as I'm talking to you guys. I'm looking at their hooves. I'm looking to see if anybody's limping. People ask why I make my cows run, even the pregnant mamas. Well, if they can't run or they won't run, they're either leaning on go with a calf prepared to launch, or something's wrong. You know what I'm saying? So it's just part of it. It's what you do. I mean, if we ever went out of town, I'd have to probably, oh, it depends. If we went out of town for like a week, I'd probably hire my neighbor's ranch hand to check on the animals and feed them, and just make sure that everybody comes up and eats, tell him how many head are in what pasture, and it's just part of it. And all that, when somebody's weaned, all that also depends on what the grass situation looks like and what they can forage on. And you know, right now everywhere you look, it's green. And yeah, I mean, this is the last spot we really need to clear. It's about probably 5 or 6 acres. We really need to work in there a little bit. But you know, as the rain hopefully moves on and we get into the warmer months and we don't see as much green, we'll start pulling calves a little bit earlier. Make sure everybody stays healthy. I'm down here at the bottom of the hill where the water comes through. Looks pretty good. So I mentioned yesterday, because I've been researching just cattle and what's good and what's not, and you know, I've learned quite a bit owning Longhorns. I always research them as hard as I can, and the other day I watched a video, and I've seen it in my own herd, I didn't even know, but Longhorns, given the space, you know, I mean, if you put 10 of them in 5 acres, it's not possible, but given the space like we've got, Longhorns will naturally rotationally graze. They'll stay in one area and eat it down and then go to a different area, and they'll know, hey, this isn't right yet, or this isn't what I want. Kind of like cattle would to a mineral block, or you know, a loose mineral. And a lot of you guys have asked minerals. You know, the local folks that I ask, and the guys that have been doing it as long as I've been alive, if you put a lick tub out and they don't go after it, that's because your cattle are healthy. And we put 2 out here, and they lasted about 3 weeks longer than they should have. And that tells me that we probably don't need a mineral bucket right now. So as we get into the summer months, the warmer months, if we don't get a rainy season, a rainy summer, we'll get some lick tubs, put some nice lick tubs out here, you know, a couple of them every 30 days. But it's all relative. So are vaccines. If you're not introducing a bunch of new animals to your farm, like from other farms, vaccines may not be as important as somebody who neighbors, you know, our neighbors with 100 head. Now, thankfully, our neighbors' 100 head are 600 feet from these Longhorns, and they're vaccinated. I know they're cared for. I've worked them with him. So it's just things to think about, you know, and it's not hard. We get a lot of questions about where do I start, what do I do? Man, just get you a lowrider, get you a beans, just get one. Get what you can afford. Don't swing for the fence. Don't try and raise it to 1,500 pounds. You know, nobody can get Frank, that Highland Angus cross, nobody was going to get Frank to 1,500 pounds. Not and be healthy. Not at all. That'd be very dangerous for Frank's health. Now, taters, I've already been told if I don't get taters to about 1,200 pounds, I did it wrong. So that's our goal. Man, it's coming up. Look at how pretty. Golly, man. Come on, sunshine. So here's the deal. Because we have the meetup tomorrow. How's everybody doing? It's been a few hours. Hi, baby. Since it's been a few hours, since we have the meetup tomorrow, we wanted to tell you guys something. Both the boys have actually been. I mean, Case hasn't been. It's kind of more of a kid's thing. But both Adler and Carter have been on different occasions. But there's actually something called Creation.
It's called Creation Safari Wildlife Park. Wow, it's Creation Safari in Wyandotte.
But it's like a petting zoo. And they've got everything from, Ray just came from there. Here's a clip.
Baby kangaroo.
I'll be back. I'm just going to throw the lid away, okay? Way too expensive.
You guys come in tomorrow for the meetup, you know, unless you want to hang out the whole time, which you're more than welcome. But if you just come say hi, shop in the greenhouse, pet Doc, the dog,
And then
whatever you want to do, then you can go to...
Creation Safari is only 10 minutes from Cedar Lane. And yeah, Carter and I just left there this morning and we had a lot of fun. They have a petting zoo area, but it's a safari like zoo type where they've got zebras, ostriches, they have got the Watusi with the big, you know, the big longhorn cattle. Or
They don't have as big a horns as my longhorns.
no, Watusis are way bigger than longhorns.
No.
Yeah,
They're
way
thicker
bigger.
around, but nobody's got horns the size of Glory's. No Watusi anyway.
They're pretty big, but they've got all sorts of stuff. And yes, you can pet the baby goats, you can feed them, and they've got a little baby emu in there and baby alpacas and all sorts of things. And it's a lot of fun.
Water buffalo?
Water buffalo, you can hold a baby kangaroo right now. They have a baby kangaroo and a baby wallaby, and they also have a sloth experience too, where you can go in and actually hold and interact with a sloth. So that's pretty cool too.
But we're not affiliated. We've met the owners a couple times, but it was in passing. It wasn't like a, hey, we know who you are kind of thing.
We've seen them at a couple of the exotic auctions
Right.
too around here. It's kind of cool because I actually recognize them and I'm like, oh, you're buying animals for your safari, and that's pretty cool.
I had an elephant. I haven't seen an elephant. We've seen ostrich though, and camels.
Yeah, they no camel. I didn't see any camels this morning, but they've had camels.
But yeah, they're open approximately the same hours as the meetup, so you can go by there first, come by the meetup later.
The meetup is 10 to 2 and the safari is open 10 to 3.
But like if you walk in, the reason I brought it up, if you walk in and you're like, hey, Chad and Ray sent us, they'll be like, okay, great.
Yeah, they have no idea.
They have no idea
who we are.
But I
and
will
what's going
tag
on.
I will tag their Facebook down below so you can find them, because that's the only way I know to get a hold of them. So
Yeah, it's a
Anyway.
fun, neat little place too for adults and just to
How much is it?
just to pet them too. I honestly don't know.
okay, we don't know how much it is, but I bet it's cheaper than a movie. So, all right. Well, we hope to see y'all. Thought it was a bee. Sorry. We hope to see y'all tomorrow. And yeah, that's it for right now. We're gonna prepare, hang out. Looking forward to it, and should be a good time.
Yep.
All right. But no, we don't have a baby kangaroo. I told Ray to put it down. So
I held it forever though. She was so sweet.
I think it's great because you can go hold them there, and then we don't have to buy a baby kangaroo or wallaby or
Whatever.
water buffalo, or kind of feel like I need a Watusi now since you said they're bigger than our longhorns. But whatever. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll just get horned cattle and just like collect one or two of each. Have them all over the wall in the great room.
Oh my goodness.
You've been wanting to decorate the great room. Let's just hang a Watusi and longhorn horns up there. All right. All right. See y'all.